My motion is gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stefany, and thank you for this amazing opportunity that were given to us as the government side. This house believes that scholarships should be granted on the basis of financial necessity. There are so many students who can afford school, especially in Indonesia, because of financial problems. For example, during this pandemic, there are 10 million of students who almost drop out of school because of financial problem. That's why our team stands for this motion. We want to help students who have this same type of problems. So all students who have this same type of problems could share the same opportunity as the students who is capable. Many students who excel are people who is capable in Many students who excel are people who is capable in finance. But how about the students who is incapable in finance problem? My point of argument here is everyone deserves best education because best education means good country. And best education sadly could only be enjoyed by students who is capable. And during this pandemic, getting education is getting harder, especially because we need technologies, we need gadgets, we need good connection, maybe we need a Wi-Fi, etc., etc. And many students couldn't afford that type of luxury. Most scholarship only is given to those who have best academic performance in education. For example, in science, in sports, and in the arts. We understand the government don't want to push us in education during this pandemic. But the problem is the financial, because students sadly not having the best financial in this pandemic because of the economic crisis. That's why we need to give scholarship to those who is needed, to those who needs education for their future. This is from my substantive point of view, from my analysis. First, no more dropouts. In 2020, where pandemic happens, there are 1.13% of high schoolers dropped out of school, and most of them having financial problems. This is why we need to give scholarship to those who need it because of this massive dropouts in 2020. And maybe we'll continue in 2021. And second, best education is not cheap, especially in Indonesia. We need to buy books, we need to buy uniform, transportation, etc., etc. Only those whose parents have good fortune can go to the best school and having best education there. And not many students can enjoy the same luxury as those who is capable. There are two types of we can classify two types of school in Indonesia based on financial class: public school and private. Those who have a good financials can go to the private school. Meanwhile, those who have lower class of financial class can go to public school. But some of the lower financial class gets low class of education, and some didn't go to school at all. That's why we need to give scholarship to those who is needed for the future of Indonesia. What happens if everyone gets the same opportunity and best education? If we have a high education, the cause of our problems in this country is decreasing because we have a good education. And why this problem exists? Because our society, most of the society, lack of the education. The problems in society will be decreased, and economic problems will be decreased, and etc., etc. If we take an example in Finland, the society there is highly educated because their country provides free education for those who is needed. But Indonesia, I believe, couldn't afford that free education yet. But I believe in the future, Indonesia could afford a free education. That's why we have another solution for this type of problem, is to give scholarship to those who is needed. And that's why we need to give scholarship to those who is needed. Thank you for this opportunity.